Hello students, and welcome to my engineering class. My name is Professor Ramki or Dr. Ramki. I found that over the years students find it the easiest to call me by my first name as Professor Ramki or Dr. Ramki. And I often joke at the start of my class that one of the hardest things you will learn is to pronounce and spell my last name, which is Kalyanaraman. You can reach me by email shown here, kalyanaramanr@smccd.edu. So let me tell you a little bit about myself first. Right. So I came to the US in 1995 for higher education, and I got my degree in engineering, a PhD degree from North Carolina State University, which is in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the degree was in material science and engineering. After I finished my PhD, I worked in the industry for 2 years. I worked at New Jersey at a very famous engineering innovation company called Bell Laboratories, named after Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone. And while at Bell Laboratories, I worked for 2 years as what is known as a postdoctoral research associate. Now, after my stint at Bell Labs, I went into academia, and since 2001, I've been a professor first in 4-year universities around the US, and most recently since 2019 at Kenyatta College. Okay, so my passion is to teach engineering. As a kid, I got into science and engineering because of reading science fiction novels, and my favorite author is Jules Verne, and the cover you see out here from one of his books is one of my all-time favorite books. It's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, in which he basically creates a submarine which is powered by taking seawater and performing a chemical reaction on it and extracting energy out of it. I really love the book because it was written well before any of these instruments and machines were actually invented by humans, and so it really got me into wanting to learn more about science and engineering. But the hard part was getting through all the math and science classes, and that's where having supportive system, in this case my family, and great teachers and students who would mentor me and help me, and just being able to work with the group of students who had similar interests was really responsible for getting me past many challenges and eventually landing me up into this engineering field. Right? So I would say, after almost 22 years, if I look back at where my major impact has been, I would say it's twofold. One is that, I have published a lot of research that was related to discovering new materials for applications in an emerging engineering field called nanotechnology. And secondly is to see many of my students succeed with their dreams of going on to become engineers and scientists, doctors, and anything they wanted to be. And so this is what drives me now, is to really see my students succeed. So with that, I'm going to wrap up my introduction. Please feel free to contact me before class begins, and I look forward to having a great time with each one of you in class as we go through this exciting topic together. Thank you.